Yeah, I think it has a little bit. I think everything probably won't sink in until I relocate after exams and school. But yeah, it's certainly good to get into the club and I guess meet a few people and see a few familiar faces. So it's really exciting, a little bit overwhelming still, but yeah, looking forward to relocating and getting stuck into things. So.
Oh, look, as parents, Leanne and I are over the moon. You know, this has been a courtship for a couple of years with Billy. So as parents, the day has finally come, I guess, for us. You know, last Monday when they called out his name. So the reality really set in then, and again, as parents, we couldn't be happier and that we're back in the Melbourne family.
I think the most important thing, and Dad's really enforced it as well, is just to continue enjoying my footy and I guess just putting in the work and really getting the best out of myself and looking back on the year with no regrets. And I think that's the motto that'll always run through with me, is just to give it a good crack and be happy with what I've put in. And
from a physical sense, I don't see any real reflections, although Leona and people that know us well have said many times, you know, G runs like you, or you know, he kicks like you. As a father, I don't see that, but maybe I'm not looking at it, you know, subjectively. I'm not sure, but I think you know, his endurance and his speed is obviously something similar, and there are some minor traits there that they're very much alike. But you know, I guess it's all about building his own game and having his own you know, his own set of skills. But yeah, I think there's some similarities there, but I don't see it as much as other people. I don't know whether that's just because I'm his dad, but a lot of people do say it.
I think just a little bit in the way we run. I think we generally both have pretty good speed and endurance. He's probably got me in a few of those areas, but yeah,
not anymore.
Oh, I don't know. I think he was pretty good at running out games, and yeah, I try to learn a bit off that as well, and I think I'm pretty good in the third and fourth quarters. So I guess we're pretty similar in terms of our fitness and explosive speed, and yeah, I think I've got to work on my aerial game a little bit to be able to match it with what he could do. So yeah, something I'm working on, and it was probably a bit of a better kick than me, I reckon, as well. So I can get a bit more penetration. Yeah, I think that'll add to my game a little bit. So yeah, I think there is a few similarities, but a little bit different in, I guess, the way the game's changing as well. I think the game's a lot different to back then. So
you have to have a lot more areas covered these days, you know, whereas in our day, you know, I was probably a good marker and a good runner, and that's about it. Whereas these days you have to be a good tackler, and you've got to be a good defensive runner, and good inside, good outside, good lay to the ground, all that sort of thing. So I think he's got a lot more things covered than what I've got. You know, he's a lot more flexible player than I was. So it's exciting. Yeah, obviously a very sad day for you know, for everyone, the supporters, and obviously more so for the family, and obviously the people that are close to him. But it was. I feel very fortunate that we were able to, you know, celebrate yesterday with, you know, so many people that knew Robbie, and whether they, you know, very close family members, but supporters of the club. And it was great to share some really good memories and catch up with a few people. You know, we were fortunate enough to know him very early when we moved over, and we played in a tennis team with him and his partner Rob and Jim and Tim. So it was Tom, sorry. So it was a great day yesterday, and a great tribute to one of the club's legends. And it was a day that I'll obviously remember for a long time, but more so, I won't forget the memories that we had with Robbie, and the relationship that Leona and I had with him and his family. It is. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's been quite difficult for us to comprehend it, to be honest. And I think it probably won't really sink in until we actually see Billy put the jumper on and actually run out in a game. I think that's when it'll really hit. It's amazing, and I think the period that I came through in the mid to late 80s doesn't feel like it's dissimilar to what it is now. You know, there's been a little bit of change at the footy club, and you know, some new coaches have come through, and there's a lot of young talent at the club. So it almost feels like it's a similar type of culture. So we're expecting, and you know, Billy certainly wants to be a 10-year player. You know, he's not here you know, just for you know, a year or two. He wants to forge out a career here, and he wants to be a long-term player. And I think it's a very exciting time for him, obviously, and for Leona and I, but also for the footy club, and we're just absolutely rapt to be a part of it.